Yo, it's JSF, and so I know Combat Pack 2 was just announced, and we're getting Ultimate next month, and we're getting new content, and that's good and nice. But I want to talk a little bit about what's next, because it seems like there's some clues leading to more happening after Ultimate, like this may not be the end of the game's life. So something that's really interesting. I follow the Thinny on Twitter. I'm sure you guys are all aware of the Thinny data miner. Goes into the games and finds all the files and stuff. He's brought a lot of leaks to the surface, right? This dude is reliable as reliable gets. Something he posted on Twitter recently, actually today, said it's time to discuss something. Recently, MK11 got patched to disable modding and to disable the unlocker and to hinder data mines. Now, they wouldn't have done this unless there's still more to come. Why would they add anti-cheat at the end of a game's life? Wouldn't make sense. Now, this is very, very interesting, right? This is very, very interesting. We're going to get into more of this, but if y'all like this type of content, please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. But anyway, back to the Thinny's post, right? So basically, this game has been able to be data mined since day one, right? Like the PC files, the Switch files. People have been data mining this game since it came out. Like, literally all the DLC got leaked. Every character that's been DLC so far has been data mined and leaked before their release. Even Rambo, Melina, and Rain, right? But apparently, NRS recently patched the game and added something to prevent that in the future. So that means that's just one sign, right? Probably something coming in the future, right? But that's not all. That's one thing, but you could go, we need a little bit more evidence to that. Something also started popping up recently for some people on the PlayStation Store, which said Combat Pack 3, and it was listed at $25. Obviously this is something that was not meant to be there. This was not meant to show up on the PlayStation Store at this time, but apparently a few people saw this or had this post pop up. Some people in the UK, I think some people in the US, not many people, but it popped up, and I believe it's gone now, but it was $25 for a Combat Pack 3, which if you know the price of the Combat Pack 2 for those 3 characters is $15 with no story expansion. So it's assuming it's similar price model, like $25 may mean more characters. It may mean more than 3 characters for the next Combat Pack, if that means we're actually getting a new Combat Pack, right? Maybe this is new content they're adding to next gen. Maybe this game is doing so well they push back Injustice 3 or whatever they were going to work on after this, right? These are just a couple of things that really show, hey, after Ultimate, I was going to say Aftermath, Ultimate may not be the end of this. Ultimate may be just the next step of Mortal Kombat 11. There may be more to come after that, which I think will be great because I think this game needs a lot of work. But there's one more thing I wanted to bring up. One more thing I wanted to talk about, which really made me make this video and say, wow, we really might be getting more content after Ultimate. There really might be a Combat Pack 3 on the horizon. And that's something that came out a couple of weeks ago. Believe it was a couple of weeks ago. I could be mistaken, but there was a leak that came out, right? It was a leak about a new story expansion, something about having Kenshi and Takeda in it, having a lot of new characters, basically picking up after Aftermath story mode after the Aftermath story mode ended, and it was like a new additional cinematic story mode, basically some more chapters, like basically something like the DLC characters that get added, they get a new story mode chapter, and it was fully detailed. It talked about Dagon, talked about Havoc, Chronicle was still there. It talked about a lot of characters. And I'm not gonna read it all because it would take too long. It's a very, very long post. The interesting thing about it was the post was taken down by Warner Brothers. So WB actually filed a complaint and had the post taken down. Now, if you know how gaming and leaks and stuff like that works, right? People generally have free reign to say whatever they want, but if you put out a company's actual information before they tend to want it out, they can have you take it down, right? So usually when the companies have you take something down or go to your website and say remove this, it's because it's true or there's some real truth to it. So again, you know, I will say take all this with a grain of salt, but I think there are a lot of signs pointing to us getting more content after Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, which I think is great. I think it's good. I think I think this game has potential. The developers need to want to fix it. That's my biggest issue. I think the characters for the most part are good, are great. You know, I think the story mode was fun. Like, my issues are strictly gameplay wise. The issues I have with this game are like playing this game against another human being. Other than that, I'm all for more content. I'm all for more characters. I'm all for a lot of this stuff, man. But what do you guys think? You guys agree? Do you think, this is just random stuff, this doesn't mean anything? Are you excited to see some of these new characters? Who do you guys want to see in the next Combat Pack? Who do you think is going to be in Combat Pack 3? Anything is possible. Kenshi's dead in the crypt, but he could be in the game. Who knows? Rain's dead in the crypt or something, right? No, that's Ermac, but you get the point. Anyway, like I said before, if you guys enjoy the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Other than that, man, just have fun, stay safe. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. JSF, peace. I'm going.